Hi everyone, my name is Eva Kalvig and I am an online business manager and strategist. And today I wanted to talk about the fear of visibility. Now, this is something big for me, and I want to share my story with you guys about this because this is a big one. And I know a lot of you are going through the same thing. And I know there's so many entrepreneurs out there who are helping out clients in the back end. So OBMs, VAs, consultants, strategists, sometimes coaches, but most coaches do really have to become visible right away in their business. Although I know some that are not doing it enough. And I want to help you guys out with this less than ideal story of mine. Um, so as of today, I have officially gone live or launched my business after almost 3 years of being online. Now, how insane is that? And I am the person helping other people get over their stuff and actually go do things and get shit done. And I am the one strategizing and I am the one pushing them, to push their boundaries. And yet, there you go. So, my story when I first started my online business, I was a blogger. I was purely a blogger. So I had a fashion blog and I actually had an Instagram account with 10K likes, which I sold later on. But I built it up and I had my picture plastered all over it and I didn't care. And I was very visible there. I was doing sponsored posts and I was working with brands. I was really like enjoying and pretty much experimenting with, Instagram and social media and online and the online world. So that's how I started. And then I decided that I want to go into wellness, and I created a wellness website. It was all about helping women who have burnt out live a more fulfilling and happy life and dealing with burnout and self-care and all that kind of stuff. So I decided to create a website, and I was really into investing into online courses and all sorts of things that would teach me the ropes of digital marketing and basically navigating online business because I have a business degree. I have 6 years of corporate experience. So I have brand marketing and product management and team management and project management and all that good stuff, but offline. So that were projects for big brands, and basically the corporate life. So I had all that, but I just felt like online was a different world. I felt like online is just something that I have to learn from scratch, and I decided that before I go out and work with actually helping people, which I didn't even think about at first. I wanted to go into blogging and kind of make money blogging, and that was my first initial plan. So I invested into a lot of learning and online courses and all of that sort of stuff, and I created a website and I drove a lot of traffic to it. And before I knew it, when I was actually experimenting, I was doing a lot of experimenting with traffic generation, lead generation, linking strategies, SEO. I was really, really into that kind of stuff. And I was really excited. Like every time my traffic would spike, I'd just go insane. And it was really something that I like learning about. So this incredible website that I created and this incredible strategy which I put together for that website actually ended up in having 40K unique views a month. So that was insane. I had 40,000 people coming to my website every month. I had people subscribing to my email list like crazy. I built my email list to 1,500 people in 3 months, like me. And this was me experimenting. This was me learning. I didn't care. I had freebies that were created on a whim. I had a strategy and I knew why I'm creating them and what they're supposed to be like, but I did not, waver or overthink it like I do now. I just did it. I went ahead and I just did it, right? So that website was so successful. I actually had a buyer come in and I sold it for profit, which was not planned at all. But I also didn't expect to get an offer, which was really good. And I was just like, hell, I'm selling this for profit. Like, I can build a business and sell it. That's incredible. So my business plan changed. It pivoted like 180. And I started getting active in Facebook groups and I started meeting new people. And then I decided, hey, I can help other people do this. I can help them build a business, build a website, build traffic, generate leads, have an email marketing campaign set up, and build a website because I've done that, and create a blog, manage content, done. Social media done. Like I've set it all up for myself, right? So that's when my plan changed, and I started kind of being in the online world of coaches and consultants and strategists. I started working in the back end, helping them manage their business, helping them implement, execute, helping them with strategy. Um, and that's when I started to feel this fear of coming back out because I was already out there with my site. I sold it. I had a profile on Facebook, a business page, a Pinterest profile, and Instagram account with then it was like 12,000 likes, followers on my Instagram. I had a Twitter account with like 5,000 people on it. My Pinterest was, I've sold all these because they were just like part of this big package that I sold along with the website. But I developed all these channels with thousands and thousands of people on them. So I had like 20,000 followers overall on social media. And that happened within about not 3 months. It took me a bit longer before that, before my website went crazy. But it was about 5 months, I think, that it took me to do all that. And I just kind of didn't even think about, the whole visibility thing. I didn't know anyone. And to me, it was learning, experimenting, and that's how I treated it. It was my learning curve, my learning process. I wanted to make money blogging, and in the end, I made money selling a blog or a website. So it was a success, but I never looked at it in terms of visibility and kind of strategy. Like I just went and I did. And then when I started helping other people and started getting more into strategy and started learning more and investing more in the learning process and actually experiencing online business through the lens of my clients, and the more businesses I worked with, the more experience I got, the more strategies I learned, and the more I saw how dynamic this process is, and the more I saw how, well, it seemed pretty small, like how small the community is, because you've got the Facebook groups, which are really active, like where most of these people actually sit and promote themselves and communicate and network. And, beforehand, I was like Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, Facebook wasn't really one of my main platforms, to be honest. And then I discovered a completely different world. And, I met a lot of people, and more people knew my name, and I worked with more and more people. And it's just seemed like the world was kind of closing in on me, and like everyone was watching. And those were stories that I told myself. Like, I felt like if I want to actually come out and build my own site, and I never had the time because I was always working on client stuff, and that was my priority. So I never really went back into building my own site with my services, and my own blog, and actually talking about all the business experience and all the things that I've learned online, which I wanted to do, but I never did because I never, like, well, I told myself I never have the time, or, I have to focus on client stuff. And I was really growing and expanding my business. I didn't have a site, didn't have any social media profiles at all, not even a Facebook business page, like nothing, literally nothing. All my clients came through referrals, and I was growing and expanding and like doing all this stuff. And I was like basically the best hidden secret, like literally the best hidden secret, because I didn't have any sort of outlet. And the further I got and the longer that kind of went on for, I felt more and more terrified of actually coming out, because I thought, well, I have so much experience now. I've done so much. I've worked with so many people. Like, I really have to step up. So if I come out with a website, it has to be the best website. It has to have the best funnel, has to have the best email marketing. The emails have to be flawless. Like, the strategy has to be on point, because otherwise, what's that saying about me and my business as a strategist? And I just have to have everything perfect. And I have to have the newest and latest software set up in the best way. And, my funnels have to be sexy. And it was insane, literally insane. And I've been telling myself this story for a while, and thinking that if I don't have all that stuff, people are going to judge me. And I kept comparing myself to all these amazing women who are showing up on Facebook and, doing Facebook lives and talking about their business and doing challenges and all that stuff. And I was just like, why can't I do that? Like, I plan that for my clients. I execute that for my clients. I do that. I know how to do it. Like, I'm the brain of so many of these campaigns, and I don't do it. Like, why? And then, yeah, I'm a perfectionist, so that is one thing. But the other thing is like the stories we tell ourselves. Like, literally, the one thing that you have to actually do to get over your fear of visibility is just do it. Just do it. And, my trigger to actually go and do it was my husband, because he just recently did something that really pissed me off. And in a good way, really, because he loves online games, right? He's been playing games online for ages. It's his hobby, his thing. He plays with other people, and it's a big deal. There's lots and lots of gamers out there, and he one day decided that he's going to live stream. And live video was like one of my biggest pet peeves. I'm like, I can't do live video. Like everything I can do, but live video just scares the hell out of me. But my husband, with no experience of online visibility, promoting himself, or just online video or anything like that, just a man, a scientist, like in a different from a different world, literally. He just decided I'm going online. I'm going to live stream my game, and he did a 2-hour live stream right off the bat, spontaneously. We talked about it, and he asked me maybe I should read about, some stuff, or maybe I should, do some research. And I was like, no, don't do any research, don't read, just do it, just jump in. You can learn and, experiment and research and read while you do, but actually start doing, do it. And I was saying all this stuff to him, and then I thought, shit, like, isn't that what I'm supposed to be doing with my business right now? Like, I should just do, and I'm preaching, but I'm not practicing that at all. I'm just telling him, and you know what he did? He just did it. He jumped in and he just did it. And I was so pissed off. I was like, no, if he's gonna do that, and I'm going live. So it's a bit of healthy competition in a way. I was just like, I keep like backstabbing myself with all these thoughts and these tapes, these inner bitchy monologues where I just imagine everyone hating my guts because I suck. And that's a lot of people. I know so many people online that think the same thing. That they're not gonna be good enough, that their stuff is not gonna be interesting, that no one's gonna care, that people are gonna judge them. Well, some people probably are. But for the most part, if you don't go out and if you don't show the world what you've got, how the fuck are they supposed to know who you are and what you offer? I mean, referrals are great, but you actually have so much to share. So just go do it. And I've listened to so many coaches and I've read so many posts and I've read so many blog posts and I've watched so many videos and everyone keeps saying, just do it, just do it. You've got a message to share. And I was just like, oh, well, how the fuck do you do it? Well, honestly, for me, what worked was getting pissed off. Like actually getting pissed off at myself, looking at someone like right next to me who I live with who just went and did it like it was nothing. And it just kind of became something so easy. Like I was imagining it to be this huge launch, probably because I always like treat every launch of a business that I do for my clients as a huge launch. But it wasn't really. I just had my website ready. I just created a Facebook business page and I just kind of, clicked publish, told the people that I know, invited some friends to like it, and I just didn't make a big deal out of it. I just did it. It was a small step, but it happened. And that's the one thing that I really have to say to anyone who's feeling this huge fear of visibility is stop overthinking it. Stop thinking you have to be perfect and just fucking press publish because it's small. It's a small step. You're just pressing publish. You're creating a page, you're adding a link. That's all you're doing for now because it can really result in great and amazing things and you can always work on things and you can always experiment and you can trial and error while it's live. Yes, you can. You can and you can document your journey. That's how I made my first big money online. I experimented live. I documented my journey. It happened to work really well, and I made money. So that's my wisdom to you. Don't let your head betray you and your business. Just go and do it. And I know there's so many of you, especially in the service industry, that are helping other people, and you have everything it takes to go and launch a fucking business. You have everything it takes. Please, for the sake of all of us, because we want to know what you know, please just go live. Thank you so much for listening, and I'd love to know your thoughts about the fear of visibility. So please let me know down in the comments and have yourself a beautiful visible day.